Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? This is Kim Sandoval from Divine Brows and Beauty. I wanted to share with you this evening some of the precautions that we take in the steps prior to a client coming to see me to have their eyebrows done. And one of the things I do is I have to set up these trays in such a manner so I'm organized and everything is ready for me to use in a systematic way. And how do I accomplish this and why do I do it besides being systematic? One of the reasons I do this is because I want to make sure that everything I touch, everything I'm going to use for my client has been properly disinfected and sanitation has taken its #1 priority. Okay, so what I do is I first start by putting on a pair of gloves. You're like, why do I have to put on gloves? Because my hands, even though I washed them, it's not as clean as if I use a pair of clean gloves. Then I take one of these cavi wipes here and I take this and I wipe everything down that I'm going to use. Even though it's been previously cleaned and disinfected, I have it stored. I still want to re-clean it just to make sure. All right, so I just take everything and I wipe it down like so. All right, my tray is before I set it up. Everything's cleaned. My tray is all taken care of. I have dental bibs, brand new dental bibs. My tweezers are here in case I need them. My rulers, everything is going to be clean. All right. So we have what we call primary and secondary. Anything that's going to be touching the skin once it's open is primary. So that has to be disinfected more thoroughly. And anything that is going to touch the skin prior to it being broken is secondary. So I just wipe them all down. Then I take these guards and I put them on my tools. So this has been wiped down. Then I cover my electric tool with a shield, all right? Then I take the tape and I wrap it like so. So it's all ready to go, my grip tape, okay? And then this is my electrical portion. And I have a guard. This has been cleaned with the Cavicite wipe. And then I'm going to put the shield over it. And you're thinking, why do I got to put the shield? I'm not going to be doing anything. Because when I set my tool down for whatever reason, I might want to turn my machine off and on. So anything that I'm going to touch during my procedure, or I think I might be touching, is been cleaned as well as with the cavi wipe, as well as put a grab guard. This is we call this a grab guard, okay? So I'm going to put it on, say, this bottle here. I'm going to put it on here, anywhere else I feel I might need it. All right. Now, once my secondary tray is set up, then I go to my primary tray. And what's on my primary tray? Well, I have some stainless steel cups, and then I have my individually wrapped Q-tips, and then including my instruments. Now my instruments I don't have to clean because I purchased them already disinfected and individually wrapped from the laboratory that they are taken from. And I set those all on my tray. Now you're wondering, why do I have 2 trays? All right. Well, because once I cut the skin, after I measure, once I start cutting the skin, I want everything to be contained that touches the skin once it's been broken on a separate tray. I've already used these items over here, these tools. These are my measuring tools, all right, including tweezers, and I have a mask that I wear, a hairnet that both the client and myself, and then I even have a disposable gown that I put on just to protect my own clothing. And all of this, when I'm done, goes in a trash can, including the gloves that I use, the multiple gloves, goes in a trash can, and then that actually goes out into the trash. I don't keep my trash and reuse that same waste paper basket or trash can, trash bag over and over again until it's full. I replace it with a fresh bag for in between each client, okay? So this is what the setup looks like. And this is what we're using. And I thought it was fairly important for us to go over some of these things, especially right now with the coronavirus, and people are very cautious about where they go, what they're doing. And I wanted to reassure you at Divine Brows and Beauty that I take every precaution necessary for your health and safety as well as my own, okay? If my hands were to touch, let's say, this box, which is marked clean implements, okay, then I have to change my gloves. and I do so in such a manner, and then these will be dumped into the trash, okay? And then I get a whole new set on before I touch your skin again. Now, some people, when they're checking around an artist, they're more interested in price. That probably has to be the best question, or should I say the number one question that I receive on a daily basis. How much do you charge? Well, I understand price is a factor for all of us. So when we're shopping, we want to make sure that we're getting a good value and it's something that fits in our budget, okay? But be careful, buyer beware. Don't always base your beauty treatments on the price. Don't always make it, again, I'm going to repeat myself, don't always base what you choose to treat your skin, to treat yourself on price, even though we're all on a budget. I'd rather see you go to an artist, whether it's myself or anyone else, or to a esthetician, whether it's myself or another salon, that they are taking all the precautionary steps in order to ensure your health and your safety and their own. Do not skimp on that. That should be your number one priority, even if we don't have a epidemic such as the coronavirus going around. Always take your health and safety first. I take it serious, and so should you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Kim Sandoval at Divine Brows and Beauties. Like my Facebook page and see me on Instagram and Twitter. Have a good night and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.